Let's jump in now and let's look at rapport. What is rapport? Well, rapport is the way that you get along with other people. Rapport is established in a number of different ways, but basically it's how you interact with people. How well do you get along with someone? Have you ever gone into a situation in which you have to meet someone for the first time and it just didn't feel right? Something wasn't clicking, you might say. It felt like it wasn't flowing smoothly. Maybe there's conversation going on. Maybe there were words being delivered and received and sent back. There was an actual conversation, but things didn't quite seem to sync up. There wasn't a common ground, perhaps. Building rapport means taking responsibility for understanding what the other person wants to hear from you. When I say hear, I mean in text format, in a written letter, in phone conversations, in person-to-person interactions. It doesn't matter how you're interacting with them. They're going to hear, they're going to understand you at a very basic, instinctive level. And you've got to start speaking their language. If you are speaking their language, they are going to see you as someone who's like them. And when they see you as someone who's like them, they're going to be more inclined to be open with you, to share with you, to trust you, to bring you into the fold, introduce you to their other friends, to really want to be with you, is to be aware that eye contact needs to be about 80% of the time. That means don't stare at the person, but definitely seem interested. So about 80% of the time, you're looking at them, you're looking at their eyes. Tilting your head, very important when establishing rapport. Think about talking to someone who's trying too hard to establish rapport. They're looking at you constantly, 100% of the time, to the point where it's annoying and offensive and scary. They are very stiff. There's not much movement in their body. But if someone is trying to establish rapport with you and they're smooth about it, they're looking at you about 80% of the time, and their head is relaxed. Their head tilts. It leans a little bit. It's not straight up and down like a robot. It's leaned a little bit. Not all the time, but some of the time. So loosen up your neck. Lean your head a little bit. If they say something and you want to at least seem interested in what they're saying, lean your head a little bit to the side. You can nod your head too. So these little things show that you're interested. If you try too hard, you will stiffen yourself up, and that's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for a robot who's sitting there, eyes glued and body stiff. Eyes on them 80% of the time, and head is moving freely, not bobbling all around, but it's doing normal motions, tilting. When someone's talking, you want to nod slowly. Nod slowly, just like you're nodding yes. You're nodding slowly while they're talking. What does this establish? This establishes that you're listening to what they're saying. You're having some sort of internal positive reaction to what they're saying. When you nod yes slowly while they're talking, you give them the impression that you are interested in what they're saying in a very positive way. Another important factor is keeping your arms open. You have your arms open when you're talking with them, not folded across your chest. Folded across your chest shows that you are blocking them. You're blocking what you are hearing because you're not actually interested, or you find it offensive, or you want to keep it out. You're blocking what you're hearing. But when your arms are relaxed and at your sides, not stiff at your sides, but just kind of relaxed, maybe one hand's in your pocket, maybe you're holding something, a pencil or a drink or something. But when you are relaxed like that and your chest area is open, you're not blocking yourself. You see, when you cover your chest area with your arms, it's as if you're covering yourself from an attack, like an animal would. A dog or a cat that's very comfortable around you will roll on its back and expose its belly to you and its chest to you. It will become very vulnerable for you. That shows that, number one, you're in charge. the animal is showing submissiveness. But number two, there's trust there. There's trust that you will not hurt that animal. Well, it's the same way with humans. We are basically animals, and we have the basic instincts that animals have. Of course, we have more than that. We have our cognition, we have our spirituality, but at a very basic level, we are animals, and we understand each other in a very basic way, and that's why body language works. Keeping your arms folded shows that you're scared, shows that you're defensive. You're going to block a punch or a kick or something like that, or just in case something happens, you're going to be able to block it. That's what it shows at a very primitive, basic, instinctive level. That's what you're showing. I'm going to physically block you from hurting me because I'm afraid. So if you relax yourself, unfold those arms, put a hand in your pocket, hand on a drink, hand on the desk, whatever, get those arms unfolded, show the other person that you are so confident and trusting that you don't feel that you need to block yourself. You don't need to block the vital organs of your body. You can just relax and talk with them. You don't consider them to be a threat. You trust them. And guess what that's going to do? It's going to cause them to put down their shield also. If they're blocking themselves, well, they can relax now too, because you're not offended by them. You don't feel that you have to be on the defense because you feel that they're offensive. You're relaxed, so they can be relaxed. So you are helping them to establish even more rapport with you as well.